Hello and welcome. Dak here with a simple question. Why do you think this photo was taken? I don't have a backstory, so I'm going to make one up. I want to make some edits and I'll show you what it can become. And I'd really appreciate the opportunity to take a look at one of your images. Maybe I'll critique it, maybe I'll edit it. Please use the link in the description to send me one of your images. Thank you. All right. Uh, to me, this looks like a stock image. I mean, there is ample room for putting something there, a text or a headline or another picture. It's very clean, nice and sharp. It's very simple, but could be effective stock image. But one thing I did notice, there is a little bit of steam here. Let me zoom in a little bit. A little bit of steam there, but it's not too visible. So I played around with it to make it a little bit more bold. So here I used Camera Raw to boost the steam, and I think it looks better. It's more noticeable here. Here I tried an AI prompt for. I think I used uh, steam from a hot cup of coffee. Was all, and that also, yeah, that's favorable. That looks okay. And finally, I used smoke from a different image and then composited it in here to really make it a bold look. So those are some options that you have when you're dealing with steam. I find using smoke to be a better better way to go than relying on steam because steam is very very finicky. It doesn't stick around too long. So shooting smoke. Well, how can you do that? Well, I used incense, just little cones of incense. Here I dropped them into this cup, and as you can see, I have the just a handheld flash, and I would use different angles and to come up with different textures and intensities. Another thing you can try is just a simple flashlight right overhead. Kind of makes for a dramatic look there, but if we're just after the smoke or the steam, it captures it pretty well. You can also use a flashlight here. I want just from the side, more of a direct beam as opposed to the previous one is there's a wide beam down here, but here it's aimed just at the smoke. I think it looks pretty interesting. Um, you still need to do some work to make it look like a full mug of steam, but the concept it's all about experimenting. Speaking of experimenting, here's a colored wand that I used just to see what would happen. That's pretty interesting. Very simple to do. And lastly, this is just a cheap USB ring light that I think worked quite well. Went a little crazy with the incense there. This would not really work for the steam look I was going for in this stock image. But anyway, there you go. There's a few options for you to use smoke in place of steam. All right, let's go back to our source image. Actually, let's look at the different options here. So we got flash, got the colored wand, USB ring light, flashlight overhead, and flashlight over to the side. And there's probably quite a few other ways you can capture smoke as well. It is not that difficult. It's kind of fun to do. Okay, back to the original source image. I mentioned that looks like a stock image. And what can you do with this? Well, you can do this. So here, this is composited smoke from another image. Little AI prompt for coffee beans and a fun little headline there. There we go. So thanks for sending in that image. I would love to take a look at one of your images. I can do some editing on it. I can do some critiques on it. Either way, use the link in the description. Send me that image, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.